Europe, America, all of 2014. So
or
you
just
can,
39 for just America.
You can go into all the Twitch chats and type hashtag flabbergasted as often as you'd like.
And you get a lot of cool emoticons as well. I think you can right now have the Storm icon. Today I saw people just like use the little graphic of Storm and I say good unit. It's so stupid, but that kind of stuff makes me laugh. It's like, damn you Twitch chat. Yeah.
What is with the Kappa face?
I don't know. But how do you feel that this Kappa dude feels?
I have no idea.
Like he is almost more famous right now than any internet meme ever. Like he's up to like Steve and...
It's to the point where you can go in like a Reddit thread and it's just Kappa.
It's up to a point where people who have never watched things on Twitch wonder what this face is all about, because this face is showing up everywhere.
I wonder what this face is all about.
It's a really good Kappa face, though. Either way, we are ready for our final game of WCS America Group C. Who is it going to be? Who are we going to welcome here to beautiful Southern California, where it's always sunny and the hills look more beautiful than ever?
Yep, and nobody's ever sad.
Yep, and we all listen to Drake.
And there is no hunger.
And we listen to more Drake. We all started from the bottom, now we're here in California. Is it going to be Byul or Red Zerg spawning on the right top side of Yangsu? Or is it going to be Revival, the former evil geniuses who's currently looking for a team? Are we going to have anything crazy in the opening stage of this game, Ben? So far it looks the same. However, one Overlord is a little bit quicker than the other one. Why is that?
You got the upgrade.
The Overlord upgrade? Speed upgrade?
That would be funny. Yeah, I guess Byul was just a little bit late sending his Overlord. Maybe he's taking it down a different path as well. Most Zerg players will send that first Overlord to the natural ramp, but we'll see. Doesn't look like Byul is on that kind of a path.
Sometimes you want to switch it up, because those Zerglings are hiding from the obvious path.
So the Overlord's gonna be like, where's the other Overlord? Did he spawn somewhere else? It's gonna freak him out.
Did he switch race? Did he pick Protoss? No! Revival's having flashbacks of Naniwa's Blink Stalkers and Yangsu. He's like, no, disgusted me BlizzCon last year.
Not this. Anything but this.
15 pool going down on both sides, so it couldn't have been more even in our final game of Group C. Once more, we hope you guys all enjoyed our broadcast today. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific, and we hope to welcome you all for an amazing day of StarCraft. Tomorrow, all races will be represented. Yes, we have a Terran, we have a Zerg, and we have 2 Protoss players. However, we don't say this often, but the Zerg and Terran are favorite to make it through the group. I'm super pumped.
Most importantly, tomorrow we have the Dong.
Yep, the one through Dong.
Yes. I was going to say the king of Dong.
The Dong of all Dongs.
The ultimate Dong. The great Dong.
Dong jokes. Should have stopped a long time ago. Somehow still funny.
I like the J-Dong t-shirt because it just says Dong.
Really?
Yes.
I have not seen that. Maybe we can ask for one.
It's really funny.
Still a very identical game. Ben Extractor, of course, up and running over here for Byul. He's mined roughly 80 gas. No gas down just yet over here for Revival. And you have to be careful with delaying your guesses. He did go hatch first, so I guess he's going to have crucial a little bit quicker. What happens sometimes if you open up pool and then you go gasless is that you can't wall off in time.
They both went pool first. It's just a slightly faster hatch for Revival because...
You're right, it was 15 pool on both. Neither took a risk. But like, if you open up like this and you delay your extractors for a very long time, there is a small chance that you can't get your wall off in time because the creep thread is not far enough out yet.
It's an interesting point.
That's what happens to me a lot, and then I die to stupid all-ins, and I go back to Protoss.
That's why you just got to build one spine and put your queens on the ramp.
That's what
and
I
then
do.
You just micro your drones to the main.
It's not that easy, man.
And then you type lol lol lol.
No.
And then you die to banelings.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, lol.
And then you get really mad. You like smash things.
No.
And then go play a different game.
I love my gear too much to smash anything. I'm so happy with my gear. And my desk. It's not a desk I would want to
Dude, I used the sickest mouse the other day. I gotta go find one.
2 red Zerglings are gonna... 16 Zerglings in production. This is what I said, Ben. You know, gasless. The creep is not that far out just yet.
It's the Roddy build.
Like he's gonna drop a creep to him, but still it's gonna take a little time before the creep is actually there and you can drop down those 3 buildings.
This would be the sickest call ever if this game ends here.
There is no spine crawler either, so even just like a queen is not gonna give that much
There's
DPS.
also not an overlord in a great spot. Is he gonna spot this?
He should have seen that. Revival dropped 3 extractors right now,
Okay,
and a
now
spine crawler going down.
Now it's a race against the clock. Immediately he does what we were talking about. So by blocking the ramp with his
But what if he's
queens-
gonna lose this spine and then he loses the hedge?
then he's gonna probably lose the game.
Like Byul is gonna go YOLO with this. He's not gonna try to bring the break the queens, but he will. No, I don't think he should be doing that. Well, who am I?
Well, there's
Okay.
no transfuse energy in the front.
Still though, it's risky because
But,
you know how deceiving it is. Because then Zergling's gonna spawn. He should have gone for the hatch immediately. I think he threw away a lot of Zerglings. There's still 22 Zerglings on the way.
No,
I don't think he should have gone for the queens, man.
This is now defended.
Yeah.
And I think you're exactly right. I think Byul made a big mistake, and Revival's going to feel pretty good about things. He's up 10 drones. He still hasn't gotten any tech of any kind.
Byul is putting himself in a super all-in position, but from this point on, Revival will be producing
Wow, he's
a
going
lot
to
of
throw
Zerglings as
more
well.
lings, and
Yeah, he has to though. He cannot just transition out of being down 10 workers.
Well,
There's a lot of Zerglings.
this is a lot of lings. There is 1, 2, 3 transfusions at least. Oh, but he uses it on a queen and not on the hatchery. Now a transfuse goes down on that hatch. But I think it's going to be a little bit too late as this hatch will go down.
The queen is gonna go down as well. The second queen that was even. Worker count still in favor of Revival though. And this is still a wall off. No, not the rocks. Man, that spine crawler is like proving his worth weight in
Superhero.
gold.
This is why you cannot skip these spines. The second
Not a
spine
queen.
crawler-
Revival, where are your units? I feel like he had a half an hour ban to produce units.
Perhaps overestimating his safety there. He now has a couple of lings up in the main base. They shouldn't do that much damage though. There's 20 Zerglings about to hatch.
Roach Warren in production as well. What a cool final game of the day. Byul somehow making it work, even though he made a wrong call at first in the long run. This is sort of okay, but he's still down in supply. Worker-wise, it's even, which is very, very good news for Byul because you know he has 14 drones in his natural, so he's outmining his opponent severely by 400 or 500 minerals a minute. But is he safe against all those Zerglings from
No.
Revival? 22 lings against 2 lings.
There's going to be a moment of panic. The queens aren't on the ramp right now. These lings could run into the main. Oh, she's off creep.
Zerglings.
Oh, man.
A lot of Zerglings are on the way for Byul as well. Spines are about to finish up, but Byul is going to lose so much in his
lose
main.
all of his queens is the real problem. That means no more injections. That means no real way to keep up in the unit
I'm
production.
more worried about his main. He's going to lose a lot of... there's not too many Zerglings, but still. 14 lings in production for Byul. I guess he will stabilize?
He should. It will stabilize, yes, but look at how bad the situation is. There are no queens. That means no more larva inject.
It's not that bad, man. He has 2 hatches.
Dude, that's 3 larvae every 60 seconds.
That's a lot of larva. Baneing, that's going to... Like... okay. If he wants to go for Link Bane, then it is really bad. Oh, he's going to try to kill this queen. There are roaches already out on the map for Revival. Are you sure about this, Byul? I think you just want to make drones.
Now
That's
again,
exactly what he
lings into
does.
the main, but there are roaches here, so it should be fine. Miscontrol.
Man,
Taking a lot.
you're always giving me a headache over here. I had to go left, right, left, right. These Zerglings were quick. Anyway, at the end of this craziness in our final game of WCS America, we have 33 drones for Byul, 31 drones for Revival. He does have those queens, so he should be able to overtake his opponent soon because of having slightly more larva to work with. His layer is way, way quicker than the layer of Byul.
This is, I don't know. I think this is a very tough spot here for Byul. He's going to get scouted by this overseer. He's going to say, oh, okay, well, you've got
But
a little bit.
he has more money in the bank. A little bit.
Well, because he doesn't have larva. He is banking money. That is one of the good things about the Zerg macro mechanic is because at least you can eventually spend that money as you do eventually accumulate that extra larva. But it's not. It's not a good feeling not being able to produce the amount of units that your opponent can. We see that Revival has overtaken him in the drone count.
You think Spire, right? It must be Spire, no?
I don't think he can go Spire.
He goes
I
Spire.
think he. Oh gosh.
I mean, he has 2 spines already. That is nice. He can make a few more. And then he can turn it into a real game. If he goes Roaches from this point, by the time that he has a Roach speed ban, those Roach from Revival have 3/3 upgrades and Brood Lords are hovering above them. It would take too long. So I kind of like the Spire play. He's going to need more Spine Crawlers though.
I guess it might be his only choice.
Yeah.
I can't really disagree with you there. But I just not completely convinced it's going to work out. It's all ultimately going to depend on how effective these Spine Crawlers are going to be. And it looks like Revival's actually not going to commit to an attack, so they might work out, and maybe mutas do come into play here.
1-1 on the way.
And Revival's just going to sit back and drone, which is crazy to think that after all of that action, all of that insanity, we find ourselves at a fairly even place. 42 harvesters to 45, resources lost. Does favor Revival. He's been more cost effective. But the tech is going to be better for Byul, as his mutas are going to render roaches pretty useless. At least to a point. These roaches might be able to cancel this third base.
That would be a very good pickoff if he's able to do so. Overlord.
But at the same time, we've got some lings that are going to counter here into the main. But roaches, very well timed.
Maybe a queen? Today has been a day of the dead queens.
It has not been a good day to be a queen.
No, today was a Game of Thrones day. You know? I'm the queen, no, I'm the queen.
Perfect analogy. In the War of Drones, you're either a queen or you're dead.
I guess so. 9 Mutalisk on the way for Byul, of course. We do see that. No, for 9 meters on the way for Byul, and Revive was able to spot it. Drops Contaminate once more.
This is scary. 28 roaches coming forward, and will the mutas be able to do the job? This is sort of what I was worried about. They will actually fight the spine crawlers? No, now they're going to run up into the main.
Zerglings on the other side of the map are doing some work. They might be able to kill this hatch. Well, if Revival does not do the damage here that he needs to do and loses this third base, which he does.
Third's going to go down, and these mutas will clean up the roaches.
Are you for real?
Unbelievable. Byul, I can't believe this is going to work out. The mutas are going to kill the last of these roaches. The minimal damage dealt. They killed a couple spines and a couple of drones.
This hatchery is starting to run a little bit low.
This would kind of equalize things.
I thought he would be able to save it, but with only 11 mutas and nothing else, I guess this hatch will fall. Now it's 2 base against 2 base. He killed a hell of a lot of roaches.
I wish his burrow was done. That would definitely give more staying power to his aggressive options.
There are so many overlords out on the map, by the way. A ridiculous amount of overlords. Look at the minimap, Ben.
Yeah.
That's like 9 overlords or something that these mutas can kill.
Field day for these mutas. Instead, they're going to head to the mains first.
Yeah, see if they can do some real damage. But these overlords are all... No, no, no. You cannot... Wow, mutas are so sick.
Roaches again being sacrificed, thrown away into the back of the natural.
There's no... Whoa.
Well.
Over.
Well.
So many spores are falling, Ben, because they're also repositioning. There is one spore protecting these extractors, but these mutas are doing some serious work. Another queen falls, and I think
another
one more
spore
queen
is going to be canceled.
Fall.
Another queen's going to go down. These mutas might have just won the game. Are you kidding me right now? Zergling's doing a good job defending the Roach counterattack.
What a great call.
There's nothing on the map to fight the mutas.
What a great call to ignore all those overlords out there, Ben. Just be like, I can kill those later. Maybe I can do some serious work. And he even dropped the Contaminate on this hatchery with this overseer. So he knew it was susceptible.
You're so right. Just phenomenal decision making. Now Lings are going to stream into the main base. And Byul.
What a game.
He looked like he was dead, and somehow with just some great calls and some great play. Not only has he put himself back in this thing, but it looks like he is about to clinch his spot in the round of 16.
Burrow is ready, but roaches can still not shoot up, and even when they can go below the ground. Maybe that should be an upgrade, Ben. If you burrow roaches, they're anti-air. Then they can reposition their shooting angle.
Yeah, they just fire up through the hole. It makes perfect sense. David Quinn, make it happen.
I don't think we'll ever see another unit in the Roach again.
Now, Revival's still hanging in there for all that he's worth, really. He's got 35 drones on 2 bases. That's a comparable economy.
I still vouch for a DPS counter one day, because I would love to see how much damage these mutas have done. Kills is one thing, but the damage that they have done on all those roaches, on the buildings, on all the queens, they've been fighting spores like champs as well. Every now and then one Spartan did fall, but
not before taking down many men in the process. One more spore is going to go down. That means there's only a queen and a spore defending this hatchery. And
can someone make a highlight reel of the amount of queens that died today? Like, if you're just really bored, tomorrow.
Oh, no energy for transfuse. That means that another spore is going to go down. These hydras are now exposed against the mutas. And Byul is just going man mode right now.
Byul is still kind of low on workers, Ben. He's only been producing Zerglings and mutas for the longest time. Like, we made it sound like this game is kind of over, and you know, it still feels like this is going really well for Byul, but he is still only on 36 drones. And now he's going to lose his third base on the other side of the map. He's down 10 workers. Is this possible? Is this real life?
I mean, the reality of the situation is that Revival can't attack Byul because there's too many spine crawlers. And Byul can't kill Revival because there's too many spore crawlers.
So we're going to have a 2-base stay.
So it's going to I guess it's going to sort of stabilize.
Roaches are perhaps going to be caught in the middle of the map. Just use those Zerglings to trap those Roaches, wouldn't you say so?
Instead, he's going to try to go for a kill shot. He's going to send him in against the Hydras and the Roaches,
I don't
which
like
is
that
not
move.
going to work out.
Beautiful burrow there by Revival. Is Byul overplaying his end? Did he push the issue too hard?
I mean, the Mutas.
still
how
so
many
good.
Hydras are there? There's. I feel like
Only
soon to
5.
be enough Hydras.
Yeah.
Not yet, though.
Didn't lose the Hydra then? No, right now. He still has it. But if he can stabilize in the main, then he will. The Infestation Pit is definitely going to fall. Unless some Miracle Spores show up.
Man, just an insane game right now. Revival has managed to save his third base, but he's going to lose some tech in the main. That's the Infestation Pit about to go down.
Yeah, he should have cancelled it.
The Hydra Den is covered by a Spore Crawler, so the Mutas can't do anything about that. 85 supply to 85 supply. Resources lost, 11,900 to 11,700. Still, this game is so incredibly close. Mutalisks continue to find openings. This hatchery is going to go down.
Continue to find queens as well. Another queen went down, and this other queen is so low on HP. This hatch will go down, but at the same time, Byul is still not stabilized on his turret, even though it's up right now. The muta count is growing to ridiculous portions, though. 19 against 5. Like, this should not go wrong anymore. Killing that Infestation Pit was the greatest thing he did. Because if there was still one great Eagleizer, it probably would have been
a fungal with Hydras.
a bunch of fungals, Hydras and Spores. There's just so little NTR right now. These Hydras will all be picked up one by
Muta's
one.
just heroic. I really
Where are
thought the
those
Mutas was the
banelings?
wrong choice, Kev. I was so wrong.
Hey, where are those
As,
banelings?
they're morphed right in
Why?
the third base because they're going to crash into the Hydras.
It's Byul's banelings. Okay, I thought they were Revivals. This makes no sense to me. This actually makes a lot of sense to me. If these banelings stand on top of these Hydras, there are a lot of Roaches to tank the damage, though. Queens are falling, of course. Nothing else.
Banelings do connect with Hydralisks, none of them finding spots in the mineral line, which actually might have been more effective. There's a single Spore Crawler and a single Hydra trying to save the day. Oh, there's more than a single Hydra.
Yeah, they were burrowed.
Actually. And,
No way. I mean, there's 5 Hydras on the way for Revival.
No, Kev. Revival,
No, the muta count is so
overplaying his
slow.
hands, is now going to lose these heroic mutas. There are 3 mutas alive, over 35 drones.
Are you for real? What's happening over here?
And has Revival finally stabilized? Resources lost is finally going to favor him by about 2,000 resources.
But Byul has this base, and Byul has Spine Crawlers that he can run over there, and Byul has mined out his main so he can transfer some of those 30 drones that he has. He's gonna run up. He has produced a ridiculous amount of units. Normally you don't see this. These pro Zergs, they always find that one moment
How
where...
good has Burrow been, by the way?
Yeah, fantastic. It's a good upgrade. I always say it to my co-caster, but he never listens.
Never skip Burrow. Man, I should learn that that Roddy knows what he's talking about.
Well, this is not the most effective way of burrow. He's burrowing. Take a look at the third base from Revival.
They'll never escape me. Day 3, he still thinks I'm a creep tumor.
Bunch of mutas gonna fly into the main base, but there is a Spore, but they will find a Mutalisk. Or a Hydra, sorry. It's been a bizarre game, absolutely ridiculously action-packed game. That one Zergling did die. Mutas start working on cocoons.
Muta count back up to 10, which is enough to
14
to be
Hydras
threatening.
against 14 mutas. Once upon a time it was 5 Hydras against 20 mutas.
Yep,
If
and
I don't even know, like, if it would be more bizarre which player wins it. Like, it's bizarre if either of them wins. If Byul wins this game, that was ridiculous.
just
Right
stop
off the
everything.
get-go.
Let's put the SDC in the round of 16.
Yeah. And if Revival wins this after, well, I wouldn't even have words for that. That would be the sickest. Is it even a hold? Like, how do you call a 50-minute hold? Is that a hold? Tarsal hold.
It's
Tarsal hold. 99 against 96 supply. Could we have wished for a better game to close out WCS America Group C today? I do not think so.
looks like Revival's finally
Are these
ready to
slow
make his
Hydras?
march across the map.
No, no! Oh, for a second I thought he was misclicking on the rock. Speedlings are going to try to counter again.
But there's nothing to counter into. There's no
These
third
Hydras are
base.
slow Hydras, right? Or am I crazy? Upgrades.
They are slow
They
Hydras.
are
They also don't even have range.
The most basic Hydra. That's a basic Hydra.
Completely unupgraded.
Revival, of course, does not have a whole lot of money to work with.
Basically, 20 unupgraded Hydralisks are
Hey.
the only answer that Byul has, or that Revival has.
And then they complain about PvP being about one bases. What about the ZVZ 26 minute on one base? Oh, a bunch of Hydras gonna
Oh,
get
that's
trapped.
a great catch. Gonna kill 2 Hydras at... Oh, Burrow is so good.
Oh, Mutas are fighting Hydras over here, and these Hydras were not together with the rest of the pack. The wolf pack was split up.
Excellent pick-off. Hydra count drops down to 16 here.
Muta count drops down to 12. Byul is still on 41 drones, but I guess now on 2 bases, that's a sort of okay. Actually, he's on 1 base. He has mined out both bases before Revival has mined out his natural. How much money does Revival has in his natural? Can we call in a referee? This makes no sense, man.
It's the beauty of never making drones.
How is Revival mining off his natural at 28 minutes in this game? Not even Elfie mines off his natural.
Somebody call Strela.
This is just wrong. More Mutas find right.
This is phenomenal. Again, Burrow being used to great effect, managing to preserve a lot of units. But Hydras have got to, or I'm sorry, Mutas have got to be so careful. If Revival would upgrade his Hydra lists, I feel like he could end the game.
Well, this poor actually moved. So this Zergling was blocking that drone. See, this is what we get when we try to make fun of something.
He finally goes down.
So Byul is still just like refusing to make anything other than the Mutalisk. Like, he could have had 28 Banelings rolling into all these Hydras.
But why, Kev?
I don't know.
He's actually got quite a few Banelings back at home. There's about 12 there.
16.
You're right. That is the number.
What a game. I'm speechless. 82 army supply for Revival against 52 of Byul. Well, Byul still has the mobility. Somehow Revival is going to pass the 30-minute mark on his natural.
Man, a phenomenal back and forth with EVZ here on Yansu. These guys both obviously won it very badly. 116 supply to 100. Another Spore Crawler going to be caught out. And that could actually leave the Hydra Den exposed. And that would be a very painful loss.
No,
The Roach Warren is
Overlords.
also exposed. And these Mutas are going to go to town.
Those Hydras are so slow. Off creep.
It's going to chase Mutas away
I really
at the
think
last
this is the
second.
time where Revival probably wants to get his upgrades, huh?
He might even realize now, oh, I don't have upgrades.
He's making... I think he knew all along. I think he was just too poor. Hey, he got an infestation pit out with... Okay.
Wait, he has pathogen glass?
No, he doesn't.
He does not.
Well, I think that's on purpose, because he has so little gas. He's just like, you know what? I'll just buy those 25 seconds, which I don't mind at all. I think that's the correct call. Wouldn't you agree?
Byul feels like, yeah, I agree. And then Byul feels like he can take a 4th base now. He's going to start working on these rocks up into the top left-hand corner of the map. Man, these Mutas have paid for themselves.
Oh, I have the feeling that one of the infestors might be Bedlock Brian the Infestor.
Now the Spore Crawler is going to go down, and that means drones are exposed, and this is not something that can be afforded.
Why doesn't he burrow?
Forgot he had it.
He only has 25 drones. He's
Straight up panicked.
Every single drone is so important. Wow, these Mutas doing some serious work. He wants to hide the where is that infestation pit anyways? I do not think that the Mutas have seen it. There's almost
It's
no
in
way.
the back of the natural.
He has not seen it yet.
Muta count is up to 30, and
I don't think that he expects Revival to have money or
this.
gas for that.
Next level, Byul's going to split the Mutas. He's going to send half of them into the main base to pull the army out of position. It has worked. The entire army has taken the bait, and that's going to leave this mineral line exposed. More crucial drone kills as Byul continues to play at a phenomenally high level.
Where are those infestors?
They're somewhere with the Hydras. They
Why?
do have energy for fungal.
Now Revival is down 22 workers, but he still has a stronger army.
He's going to need to
92.
use Burrow if he's going to
Yeah.
catch anything with these
Okay.
infestors.
He needs to land a sick fungal soon, though. I mean, Byul still making Mutalisk also gives a chance to Revival. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I mean, these Hydras still have no upgrades. No
Fungal.
range, no speed.
No. Look at his army. It's the slowest army. No! Fungal whiffs. And also
It's
alerts
like a
Byul.
LeBron James airball in a crucial
Oh,
game.
don't you dare, son. Don't you dare to say a bad word about my king. Bro, Banelings as well. This game has had everything.
Oh, man.
Bro. The last time LeBron airballed, you were still in shape.
That was a long time ago.
Yep.
I think it's very safe to say that Byul has grabbed control of this game. He's got 40 drones to 22.
Yeah.
He is taking bases. He is controlling the map very well.
But his army could still get fungal, but now he knows. And like, I cannot imagine an incredible Zerg like Byul, when he knows there are infestors out on the map, that he takes the risk of 40 or 20 Mutalisk for that matter to get fungal. Revival also just refuses. Like, I do feel by now he could have got some Hydra upgrades. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes.
Like, he has neither.
He's floating gas. He can definitely afford it.
He doesn't have groove spines. He doesn't have Hydra speed. Like first I thought it was on purpose, which I could completely understand because he had so little to work with. Because like, what are upgrades gonna do if you have no units? So every unit that he could have possibly muster out was worth it. But now I definitely feel like he needs.
Revival
to get the
has also reached the point where he's comfortable with his muta count. He's going to start dumping the rest of his gas into Banelings, I think. We see 16 lings on the production tab. And
I mean, hope that he's comfortable with 40 Mutalisk, man. If 40 Mutalisk don't make you feel comfortable, I don't think you ever be very comfortable.
Imagine in Brood War when you could only have basically 11 mutas on a control group.
It would be very hard to execute.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, Burrow! Oh! Wait, how does he see it? Oh, there's Overseers. Whew. I got excited for a second. These mutas are basically... This is, wow, actually.
But
a base race
really
is a perfectly viable win condition now because Hydras and Infestors...
Yeah, but like he needs buildings to win a base trade. And he does not have a whole lot.
No, I mean that Byul can win with a base race because he has the mobility.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we're going to see here. Lings are going to stream into the third expansion. Mutas are in the natural. And there is no choice from Revival but to come back because he realizes, well, shoot, I can't actually prevent myself from losing this game.
No, look at these headbutting Hydras. This is so sick. It's a serious work. Wow, Overlord farm has been found. Revival is going to be supply block for the rest of this game. Fungal is not going to make it.
He can't even afford to replace those Overlords.
No. I mean, how many drones does he have right now? 24. I guess it's enough to saturate a base.
But he can literally only build Overlords right now.
You know, but I do feel that Byul is still giving a little bit of hope to his opponent for just having this ridiculous economy all game long. Let's be honest, like there were definitely moments where he could have squeezed out 5 drones, then workers, 5 drones, then workers. He is still, like army-wise, it's 108 against 116, but there are infestors. I still think that, like in a fight,
there is a possibility. There is a possibility. There is a scenario.
Oh, he lost his Hydra then again.
Oh,
and he lost. Oh, attack a fungal will land 7, 8 mutas. I guess it's something.
It's a start.
Yeah. And he gets all the Zerglings as well.
46 mutas becomes 35, just like that. 11 Mutalisks plucked from the sky.
Why? Like he has no layer right now, Ben. Like Revival has to start this game from scratch. That's just what it is. He has no spawning pool, no layer. No Hydra then.
He does have an infestation pit, so if he can get... Well, he's going to have it for a few more seconds as his creep is receding.
Oh, it is, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
for a second I thought it was safe, because it's still gaining HP, and soon it's going to drop at rapid speed. But I mean, he can't even drop creep right now, Ben. There's nothing he can do. He has no layer. He doesn't have a whole lot of overlords
and he still can't produce units because of the overlord situation, so... it's a sad time. Infestation pit goes down.
Oh, Ben, there are 3 infestors over here. They're setting up the sickest flank of all time.
No!
It's not today, though. Like, the units are too far out of range. And once again, a lot of speedlings are going to make their way over here. How many spores do we have? Is that enough? Yeah, 6 spores should be sort of enough. Roach gets picked off as well. Extractors are going to go down. Revival's coming back, and he still has those infestors here, Ben. I'm sure that he's waiting. He's going to push those Mutalisks.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no. This might be the moment. No. If Revival wins this game, I am actually going to lose everything. That cannot happen, right?
He could theoretically fungal these lings. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to save it for the mutas.
He might get him. A few Hydras. He shows those 3 infestors. Now it's unfortunate the other infestors are hiding right there. These Mutalisks are going to work on these extractors, I guess. How many mutas do we have?
Still though, Byul's got 2 mining bases. And
I know, but he's not making drones. He's only making mutas of 31 drones, so he can still lose this game. One would even say maybe he is losing it. 104 against 104 army supply?
I mean, he's just waiting for a chance to sweep in and kill everything.
I've casted a lot of ZVZ in my life, man, but this one, I wouldn't say it's the craziest of all time, but it's
special.
It's up there. It really is.
The Army of Revival is just tracking these Mutalisks right now. He's not doing much beyond just trying to corner them, trying to create a situation where he can pick off these mutas. That group of infestors still hiding off in a corner on the left side of the map.
Oh, look at this mini. Just look at the minimap, man. Don't even look at the mutas, but look at the minimap. Doesn't that look funny?
It does. And
So-
actually, Revival's going to see if he can't try to force a fight. Maybe he feels like these spore crawlers will protect him.
Does he have infestors
He's
here?
got about 8 spores. 8 spores can't kill 45 mutas, can they?
With those overlords there, and there are a couple of queens. I think they
Are there
could.
infestors underneath?
All
There
right,
are
Revival's gonna attack. He's gonna lose a few units over here, but he should still be able to kill everything. What are the Mutalisks gonna do?
none. They're going to go
Back?
back? Oh, no.
No.
Serious indecision
Yes,
right now
no.
from Byul. He can't make up his mind. He's just flying in circles in the middle of the map. That does mean that he will lose this top left
Oh,
expansion.
These two
Infestors! Heroes!
They can't do it now. He can't because he has nothing to kill them. Like he can't reveal the infestor if the Hydras are not there. Because like you know he's not gonna fungal all 40 of them. Baneling's gonna roll in as well. Ben.
Oh, this could
is
be the
moment.
deal breaker. The Spore is going to do what they can to rip through these Mutalisks, but the muta count is so incredibly high. 27 mutas, 24 mutas now. The Spore
22,
Crawler's
19.
staying alive. 17 mutas are
Oh
left.
my
The Spore
God.
Crawler's
No!
still doing work.
No way.
GG. Byul
Revival
taps
wins.
out, and Revival somehow wins
No.
the game.
No way.